Howdy y'all and welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright, so last episode made it to the little town here, which is full to the brim with zombies, obviously. Oh, dang it. Oh no, I broke my club. Guess maybe I should have used that little iron pipe to fix it, huh? Yeah. I knew I had another one here somewhere. I feel like the knife's got a slightly longer reach than the club. That's weird. One would think that a big stick would have more reach than this knife. Speaking of knife, I should probably fix this knife. Yeah. Oop, that's not what you want to do, alright? Just want to back off a little bit, alright? Dang it, what is it? Dang it. Trying to remember what button does what. Whoa. That guy just dodged me? I think the guy just dodged me. Alright. This and these. I'll clunk you on the head. There we go. Alright, my knife did not get back up to full, but it did get up halfway, so that's better than nothing, I guess. So let's see. I think we talked about the Walking Dead episode last episode. Oh, one punch took me out. Took me out. Have I made a bedroll yet? I have a feeling I did not make a bedroll. I've got no bedroll. Oh, how far away from my stuff am I? A long ways. I don't know why I'm doing that. I have a compass. It will show me which way to go. We're so... You know, since I changed the settings, I start with nothing. Which I don't usually work this way, because that's not how the game was when the game started. So I've been playing it the way the game started. Oh, my nose is a little stuffy today. They've been sniffling and sneezing here for a while at this point. Obviously, I have picked it up, whatever the bug is. Alright, now I want to grab... yeah, there you go. So today we'll talk about a horror movie that I watched. Was pretty good. A lot of horror movies are not good. And so I watched one I kind of enjoyed, called Let Us Pray. Only pray was spelled with an E. And it was good. It was this woman, I think it's her first day on the new police force. Yeah, I think it's an Australian movie, maybe. Not that that should make a big difference, but... movie's a movie. They're good or they're bad. And, so, it's about this woman, and it's her first day on the police force. And on her way into work... she sees this guy standing in the road, and so she she starts to head toward him, and this other guy hits him with his car, it looks like, and so she runs over, and they can't find the guy anywhere, and so she takes the kid in, and then they put out an APB for the guy who got hit, and so there's her, and there's police chief and 2 other police officers, and then there's multiple prisoners. I think they went up with 4 prisoners. Oh, good! I stepped on that cactus. And so the other 2 cops, they find the guy and they bring him in. Oh, look at this little... I just stepped on another cactus. I would imagine you couldn't even walk through the desert without shoes on, honestly. Oh, look, there's a little trail here, too. But it eventually turns out that the guy is Satan, maybe? Or something? They don't explain what the guy is. They just bring him in, he's got a notebook, and they put the notebook on one of their desks and put him in a cell. And then the woman, when she touches people after they bring that guy in, she sees what they've done. And so there's a... I was trying to remember what order it went in. I know what happens is the one of the guys has beaten his wife to death, and this is a bizarre place for a garage. And the kid actually hit someone with his car earlier in the night. And the one guy just has gone crazy and has cut up his family. Like, cut open his son's head and exposed the brain, kind of cut open the family. And so the guy who, I think he beat his wife to death, he starts banging his... Weird. Starts... Because of the powers that are used on him by the guy that they brought in, starts banging his head against the bars on his cell until he falls on the floor. And then the police chief touched the guy, and when the police chief touched the guy, he believes the guy knows what the police chief has done, which turns out the police chief beat a guy to death that he had tied up in his bed. And so police chief goes back to his place and beats on the dead body, demanding to know who he told. Oh. And obviously dead body's not going to tell. I think he might have been alive when the police chief got there. He was still tied up to the bed. And so dude, I totally need that. I need that water too. Taking that with me too. There's so many bad guys. I'm just gonna have to leave the rest. We get near anywhere within the vicinity of my stuff here, and then I'm going to throw down one of these sleeping bags so I can lock my position in place. And then the guy's laying on the floor convulsing because of banging his head on the floor, and stops breathing and stuff. And the one guy's the doctor, the guy who cut his family into pieces. And so he's like, I can save that man, but you have to let me out of here, you know. And so she lets him out, and the guy dies. And then the doctor tries to escape, and so she has to punch him in the throat, I think, if I remember correctly, and takes him back to his cell. And the other cops get there, and the other two cops who had brought in the guy earlier. And they're like, what's going on here? And so she told them what happened. And they'd already said over the radio that they didn't like her after having read all the things that had happened to her as a child. Did you see that bunny just ran face first into that cactus and died? And they show clips of what happened to the woman, the main character. She was kidnapped and by this guy when she was a girl, and kept. And oh, dude, I totally found a hunting rifle and a tank top. That'll help, right? I think this thing is broken, though. Oh yeah, it's broken. Of course, maybe I can find a repair kit somewhere. Fix it, or maybe build one. I'm not sure what the recipe is for repair kits. I have never built one. But, let's see. Then, I don't remember everything that happened in there. I just know that, they kept seeing flashes of what the people had done, and it turned out everybody in the precinct, in the in the cells and stuff, and the cops themselves too, had all done horrible things. And so, like the kid, he had hit a girl, and just left her, and so the guy's like, you can save her. She's still alive. You just have to tell somebody. And then when he tries to tell them, they won't listen to him. And then by the time he does get someone to listen to him, he's like, it's too late. It's too late now, son. She's already gone. She died 2 minutes ago, he says. And the two police officers had killed a guy. The police chief had kept the dude tied to his bed and beat him to death during the course of the episode or the movie. And then he does something to them to force them to be as horrible as possible. And so I don't remember if it's a whisper in their ear they hear or it's the flashes they see. But they question the doctor after... Oh, because they had gone out to his place, and when they come back, they see what he had done to his family, and so they... because of the influences of the guy in the cell, they snatch him up and they take him to an interrogation room, and then they start beating on him. And during the course of beating on them, one of the tables gets flipped over, and they kill him with the table leg. Well, I was going to open that, but they won't let me open it. Don't touch me. I made it through without getting touched. And then the um, the police chief comes back, and he's all completely crazy at this point. And he has wrapped himself in barbed wire, which is just crazy. And he's got a shotgun, and so he I think he's the one that kills the one cop, and then he sets the place on fire after having a shootout with the other cops. I mean, I don't think they shoot back. I think they get shot while trying to dodge away from his gunfire, and then he sets the place on fire, and so they go down in the basement and they try to seal up the door, and in the end, the only person who makes it out alive is the woman, and she tries to get the guy out, and the guy's like, no, I prefer the climate here, and so then she's outside and she collapses because she's been shot a couple times, and the guy comes walking out through the fire, and he had told her that she knew earlier that she knew who he was. And so then they show flashes of when she escaped from the guy who was holding her as a slave, I guess. And he killed that guy, and so he had been watching her entire life, hoping that she would choose to go with him because she had a profound sense of justice. And the whole thing is supposed to be the midnight hour approaches and people have to pay for their sins. And so it was really good for the kind of movie it was. You know, there's a lot of different types of horror movies, but I really enjoyed that one. I really like the actor who played the demon or the devil or whatever he was supposed to be. Angel, maybe, I don't know. If you ever watched the Game of Thrones series, he's on that as the Onion Knight. I don't remember what his actual name is, but why you gotta call on the phone while I am being attacked by zombies? Why is this zombie not dead? Haha, I'm locked in place now, zombie. What do you think of that? That's right. You are no match for me. Alright, let me take that. Let's put on these. Let's scrap this. I don't need this. Let's go ahead and eat that. And then I'll scrap that. We'll scrap that. I don't need those. I don't need this. I'm a hunting rifle. I don't need bits and pieces for a hunting rifle. I don't need 2 shotgun receivers. Go ahead and turn that into its basic components. I might need that, I'm not sure. Alright. We'll take that. So now we can try to get back in this town. I saw a movie for, a trailer for, Jezebel, or Jezebel. I guess it's Jezebel. That looked like it could be pretty good. I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but they showed girl in a wheelchair who, where's my torch? Oh, you know what? I don't need pistol receiver either. Who goes back to her hometown as an adult and, or, I don't know. All I know is they find her grave and dig it up, and there's a body in the grave, which made me curious. So what was going on in that one? Dang it. I knew you were gonna... Whoops. I knew they were gonna get me. Breaking down the door. But that was the trailer at the beginning of it. Oh, I thought that was inside, not outside with me. I don't know, it really does feel like this knife has got a longer reach. I don't think that should be. I know we were using the sledgehammer before the world got destroyed, and I'm not happy with the reach on that either. That's got a really short reach. You'd think that once you got your hands on a weapon, it should be a longer reach than zombie arms. Oh. Punch in the face. She went right in there, too. Maybe she could, punch down that wall so I don't have to break through. Gotta get me another, stone axe anyway, so might as well grab it now. Dude, I had stopped. I haven't much luck at getting better tools, but trying. I'll probably run over here and grab my stuff and call it a day. Oh look, somebody else is going in there now too. Everybody's interested in my stuff. Oh, I guess I didn't die in there. I died out here. Alright. Well, got my spawn locked in place. And got a little bit of supplies. Nothing really amazing yet, though. I don't think I've picked up any recipe books yet. Because honestly, I couldn't even find a place to explore the first day. I'm surprised at how many tents were out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna fix my knife again because it seems to be one of my best weapons. Try and keep that thing around. Alright, now. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here, so click like if you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one. Alright, we'll talk to you later.